Hello and welcome to Blood and Smoke, a Calradian gunpowder mod. This actually adds a whole bunch of gunpowder related troops and items, and this is actually brought to you by the modding team behind Fire and Steel and Mount and Musket. I had no idea that that was actually the case, so this is very exciting because they've actually done some crazy cool things with two factions in particular. They have overhauled every single faction, by the way. I'm just excited about the Sturgians, and I'm excited about the Vlandians. Now, these guys are not technically known as, I mean, kind of, okay, fine. They are kind of known as these factions, but they have a very cool renaming. Let's just say that. And if you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. This is very lightweight. It will not require pretty much anything else. You can add to it as and how you like. And it will require a small rollback from the most current version of Bannerlord. It's a little bit previous in the versions, but that's okay. That's easy enough to do. It took me literally 10 minutes to install this. Really, really nice and simple. And that's exactly what I love about overhauls like this. You can literally just download it and immediately start playing, and you don't have to worry about mod conflicts or anything like that, unless you want to. Obviously, you know, you can add RBM AI module in this. You can add a huge number of different things. I've actually included a link to a bunch of musket related, firearm related stuff. It's a collection in the description as well, so if you want to add any additional mods, these are some of the mods that are recommended. For me personally, I haven't gone for pretty much anything. I have super speed, but that's pretty much it. I may add some more things as and when we go forward, but as it stands right now, I'm pretty happy with this. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, whoa, that's actually pretty good. Okay, we're just going to go with this guy. Look at that. That was a pretty nice. Wait a minute, I need to change something. We need to change his hair. There we go. All right, that's absolutely fantastic. Actually, shall we? There we go. There he is. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do this, and I don't know how long I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna try and see how far I can get, because I have fast mode enabled. That means I'll probably have to get a wife. I'll probably have to, you know, try to see if I can stay alive, because obviously we're going to be dying relatively quickly, because obviously firearms and everything, it's going to be quite dangerous. Okay, so the thing is, the first, wow, okay, this is actually a pretty hard choice right here, because I think two-handed, actually. Yeah, I think we're going to go for riding and two-handed. I think we will actually use two-handed. I should probably go for two-handed and throwing, to be honest. Bear in mind that obviously firearms, they didn't make like a whole new, you know, skill tree or anything like that. It's using crossbows, so we need to try to look out for crossbow skill as best as we can. I am, however, going to go for two-handed and throwing here, because there are some extremely good throwing weapons in the game as well. And I'm actually surprised there aren't any crossbow things here. Okay, I might have to spec my first initial focus points in crossbows to sort of catch up a little bit. Let's go for throwing once again. Riding and polearms, no. Riding and bows. Throwing one-handed, no. See, as you can see, there isn't anything that I can go for here that's going to provide me with crossbow skill. Very strange, actually. Very strange to see that, but that's okay. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy. Okay, so let's go for, once again, throwing and one-handed. We're going to get some control skill from that as well. Let's see if we can find some crossbow here. Wow, the base game literally does not give you any crossbow skill at all. That is very surprising, actually. Super surprising. I'm very I don't know, kind of speechless that that's the case. But yeah, anyway, I think we're gonna go. This is gonna be a little bit problematic, isn't it? I think we'll probably go tactics and leadership. To be honest, that's probably gonna be the case. Yep, tactics and leadership. We'll start at age 30, because I'm a little bit worried that I'm not gonna really find, you know, a lot of people to potentially marry here, and we are just gonna go for a nice little cool looking banner right there. I like that quite a great deal. And we're gonna go for battles, of course. And by the way, I have something waiting in the wings And Borgar is probably going to return soon in the next series, whenever that is. I already have something in mind about what I want to do with him. So for this one, we're going to be going for Barney, as this is the original Calradia, technically. And we are going to go into Bannerlord difficulty. And should I auto-allocate? No, I'm not going to auto-allocate, but let's remember to actually level up our companions this time. That's probably going to be a good idea, isn't it? So look at this. Look at how fast that was to load. That was super, super quick. That's exactly the reason why I absolutely love lightweight overhauls. And the term lightweight doesn't actually have any negative connotation for me personally, because it's just so fast. Everything just happens so quick. And it's really, really nice in my opinion. So, as you can see, we now have these recruits. And these are from the Dominion line. Yes, and this is the reason why I actually wanted to play with the Sturgians. I actually call them Sturgians, but I believe the official pronunciation for them is Sturgians. But for some reason, I always call them Sturgians, so I just stick with that. But yeah, anyway, as you can see, there are Musketeers, Pistoliers, and indeed, there is also a noble troop tree. There is a noble troop tree associated with them as well. These guys, Dominion Warlords. As you can see, they have Dominion Warlords, they have Grenadiers, they have Cannoneers. And these Cannoneers are literally using iron hand cannons that do 270 piercing damage. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And we also have these other guys who are more specifically using a black blunderbuss, and that's pretty much it. As far as I'm aware, they don't have any reload. As far as I'm aware, these guys will not reload after their first shot. If I'm correct about that, because they don't have any they don't have any reloading, right? Because these guys have reload. See, the Cannoneers have reload. But the Dominion Elite Warlords don't have any ammunition. Unless it's just not listed. I don't know. But we're going to just take a couple of people here. Because let's face it, we're going to need some troops, aren't we? We're going to need some troops very, very badly. And indeed, I now have 5 focus points. 1 attribute point to spend. I think we'll probably just go for control. Because that's going to be the thing that we are primarily going to be leveling up. Or at least we'll try to level that up as fast as we possibly can. Now let's see here. I'm thinking draw speed is going to be really, really useful for us right there as well. I think draw speed is just way too good to say no to. And we're probably going to be going for a little bit of a point in athletics and riding skill too. Now, I am a little bit on the low side for endurance, so I will probably have to spend quite a few of our attribute points leveling up on that. I'm going to go in here and buy a little bit of food as well. Thankfully, obviously, we are not having too many issues with money, at least at the very start here. What do we have? He needs tools. Okay, yeah. I'm not really that pleased to do that. So, yeah. But we are going to just take a quick look at my gear. Okay, so I actually do start with black powder bombs. I literally start with bombs. I'm starting with an iron warsword as well, which is extremely nice. Let's see my stealth gear. I actually do have some stealth gear available. I'm going to need to... Yeah, I'm going to definitely need to do like some kind of hideout mission just to kind of power level my one-handed or two-handed. Can I even use a two-handed in a hideout raid? Maybe I can try that out. But yeah, black powder bombs looking really, really fun right there. So I'm thinking what we'll do is, first of all, I'd like to try and see if there is a little bit of ammunition. There is ammunition, as you can see right there. So let's just do that, because we are currently using a flintlock pistol. I would love, if at all possible, to get a two-handed as soon as possible. Don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's face it, it's probably not going to be likely that I'm going to be able to do that. Special weapon order as well. Okay, so let's try and find some bandits. Let's try and find some bandits to fight, and or maybe we can find a quest. I mean, it's highly unlikely I'm going to find a task that is going to be doable for us, but as you can see, we already have these guys. This is absolutely perfect. Okay, so wow, I just gained 10 scouting. Well, what? That was really fast. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go straight on in there, and we're going to see what we can do. Because the thing is, now that we have this, gunpowder addition, it is going to make everything so much more deadly. And you can see here that I have two black powder bombs. You can increase that, obviously, by, you know, increasing your thrown weapon skill. And I'm going to try and see if I can maybe just get these guys into a situation where I can just throw this at them like that. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so bear in mind, I only have 2 of these, right? And these guys are really high level, so if I fail to do maximum damage, we will lose. That's the reason why I'm trying to be as careful as possible with this. Thankfully, these fellows don't really have any ranged weapons themselves, which really helps me out. So I'm just going to try to corral these guys a little bit. I don't want to kill myself as well. I'm actually not entirely sure if I can kill myself with the explosion. Oh, I shot the ground. No, no, no. What did the ground ever do to me? But yeah, well, not much. Not much. Okay, yeah, so wait a second. Let me see. Nice. We hit him. Look at that. 15 skill points. Nice. That's exactly what we want. Can I get one more hit? Oh, not in a million years. My guys actually did a fantastic job. They're using some extremely cool weapons, actually, for levies. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Does this guy... He has a gun! Oh, no. This is very bad for me. You know what that means. That means he could... Well, no, he missed. He missed. That was fantastic. I was holding my breath there. I was like, wait a minute. Am I gonna miss? Am I gonna miss there? No. We managed it. We managed it, surprisingly enough. Okay, so now we can literally get these guys to go into novice musketeers. What do these guys have? They have billhooks and war razors. Okay, yeah, well, we don't need to really worry about that. Let's go for some more musketeers. Thanks very much. Okay, so what do we have? That is not better. Ooh, almost. We're actually using some really good gear, surprisingly enough, right? I think it's looking very, very nice at least. And as you can see, they've obviously added additional items across the board as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of Dominion stuff. And also, the Vlandians have kind of been reskinned and overhauled with the Federation tag. So I was very interested in either, as I said before at the beginning, playing either one. I was kind of like, oh yeah, should we play the Federation or should we play the Dominion? I'm not sure if they're Star Trek fans, but if so, that's great because I like both of those. Yes, I like both of those factions. So let's see, what else are we going to go for here? I think probably Flexible Fighter. This probably makes the most sense. I mean, despite the fact that I'm not going to be using throwing weapons as melee, but it is going to provide us with plus 15 to control skills of infantry and plus 15 to vigor skills of archers, which is inherently going to be super useful because a lot of the people that use throwing weapons, i.e. bombs, are also going to be using melee weapons. Your crossbow attacks ignore armor below 20. Faster aiming with crossbows. Faster aiming with crossbows. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah. So let me see. Can I? I want to fight these guys. Yep, there we go. Let's get in there. You'll regret that answer, he says, as we go into another battle. Now, bear in mind, again, I only have 2 of these bombs. I need to maximize their efficiency as much as possible. If I mess up in any way, as in if I get shot in the face and die. Oh, wow, that was close. Yep. If I get shot in the face and die, that's going to be extremely awkward and bad. So, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Let me see here. Nice. Okay, I need another one of these. Bear in mind, you have to take out another one out of your pack. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, so as you can see, still alive. These guys are still alive. They're still ready for action. And my guys are, well, pretty low level and pretty terrible. So I'd kind of like to prevent... Oh, miss. No. We don't want that. We don't want that. These guys have all taken significant damage as well, by the way. It's very, very unfortunate that I wasn't able to kill more of them. Nice hit. Oh, really? 82 damage and still... Wow, okay. That's kind of bad. That is kind of bad, but I think we can probably win this just because we have a horse. Nice hit, nice hit. Okay. 6 skill points in crossbows. I'm kind of hoping to get to around 75 in crossbows really, really soon. I'm trying to power level it as best as I can. Oh, 99. Not enough, though. Not enough. I'm kind of wanting to... You know what? I can't do that yet, though. That's the funny thing. I kind of want to go into the marketplace and see if there are better firearms. Because I'd like to get something that actually has a slightly better speed rating. That's my main concern at the moment. Not so much the damage. Nice damage there, though. There we go. Because even if I shoot for about 60 to 70 damage each shot, I don't really mind that, despite the fact that I would obviously prefer to kill enemies in one hit. But in general, what I found is if you have a firearm that is a little bit quicker, you're going to have a much easier time of actually making hits because you're going to have a faster reload speed, and that's going to provide you with more skill over time, because sometimes you're going to miss. And when you miss, well, that's pretty much zero skill. So that's kind of the thing I'm worried about. I'm also worried about this guy actually hitting me. Nice. Oh, there we go. Nice shot, nice shot. Okay, 51. I'm kind of worried about my own forces right now because they don't seem to really be hitting that much. They did hit one time, so that's kind of nice. Nice. Whoa, that was close. That was really, really close. I was kind of worried there for a second. Okay, let's go on in. I'm going to actually tell my forces to charge this time. I will literally tell them to charge now, as I do have this sword, though. Should we use the sword? I think this is probably a good idea. There we go. 17 damage only. We've only got 12 one-handed skill. 51. There we go. Nice. That's a little bit better. This guy's got some pretty decent armor, I believe. Yeah, as you can see, barely hitting him. Look at that. I'm hitting him for basically no damage. That is kind of harsh. Probably should have eliminated him with his, well, with my pistol. But yeah, I was kind of a bit worried there for a second. I was like, okay, wait a minute. We don't want to get shot, because that's going to fundamentally improve the chances that the opponent will actually win. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to go to... Yes, there we go. We're very close. I would like to go to a noble... Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Ooh, okay. Wait a second. Wait a second. I'd like to go to a noble village in just a moment, but the problem is we're going to have some problems with this, potentially. I don't know. Veterinary, and we're going to go for... reload speed with crossbows. That sounds great. Yeah, give me that. Okay, so let's get some more riding skill. Let's get some more athletics. Let's get some more control skill or control attribute. And I do need to get some medicine skill, by the way. I definitely need to do that. But I am being a little bit irresponsible when it comes to my specking at the moment. Just purely because I want to try to level my combat skills as fast as possible, because I feel like if we have decent combat skills, we're going to have a nice time. Nice, smooth progression increase in comparison to having, well, a bit of a problem with that, maybe. So, they have one of those guys once again. Okay. Nice damage. Nice damage. Unfortunately, still, once again, only able to do damage to a handful. Oh, hello. Don't die. Nice. Okay, yeah, it seems like the bombs, they have a target cap, which is something to bear in mind when going forward. Because obviously, if you think about it, you know, think about much larger battles, it feels to me like they have a target cap, whereas normally if you're, you know, using bombs and things like that, they're just going to allow you just to kill 30 enemies in like one shot, which is obviously very powerful. And I completely understand that they don't want it to be super, super overpowered, because that would be, well, that would be a little bit ridiculous sometimes. Okay, let me actually just see here. Okay, never mind. Nice, nice shot, nice shot. Okay, kind of want to get a kill, to be honest. Maybe we want to get a musket. Wow, that guy literally just got wrecked from a pikeman. I'm surprised. Wow, they're actually the pikemen are actually performing really, really well. And I must admit, I think there is actually a... wow, that was very well done. Yeah, that was actually really, really nicely done. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, in this mod, they do have some kind of spear slash pike rework as well. I think they do have that implemented, I think. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on it, but generally... I think they have definitely thought about this. They've definitely thought about the fact that, you know, most of your people are going to be having, you know, some kind of polearm Or, you know, for example, in this case, these guys have daggers, and these guys have war swords. Right. The question is, which one do we want? Do we want the pistolier? Do we want the guy that's going to use the flintlock pistol with 75 accuracy? Or do we want the guy... Well, he's also got 75 accuracy, but what about their damage? Okay. So the damage is quite a bit significantly different. So you can see here, 180 piercing damage versus 120. However, I personally believe that the Dominion Pistolier is probably going to be the play. Is it though? No, I don't know. Technically, yes, because they have better one-handeds. That's the only thing. You know what? Let's try it out. I don't think they're going to be that good, you know, from a ranged standpoint. Of course, they're not going to be that good from a ranged standpoint because they're going to be, well, they're going to be doing less damage overall, right? They're going to be doing less damage. So it's going to be a little bit awkward maybe, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, as I said before, I would like to recruit some noble troops. I am very low in HP now, so I have to be very careful. Let me see here. Yeah, so this is also... how much? These are 200. Okay, I was kind of hoping they'd be... Well, let's face it, they're noble troops, right? They're noble troops. They're obviously going to be quite expensive. Okay, let's go over to Omor here. I'm going to hope that we're okay. Let me see. Okay, I have this. +1 ammunition for throwing weapons. I mean, every single time I play any kind of thrown weapon build, I always take this just purely because 1 extra ammunition. Imagine, you know, you have like, I don't know, 2 bombs, because we don't really have to imagine it because that's what we have. But yeah, imagine you have 2 bombs and then you have +1. That's literally an insane increase in the amount of, you know, capability that you have. You are going to literally be able to just destroy the opponent in really, really nice ways. So that's kind of what I want to do here. Now, what I'm thinking here is maybe... No companion? Okay, well, apparently there isn't a companion, so I'll just sell for roguery skill. Sell those companions, or shall we say, sell those prisoners. And then we also have... yeah, black powder ammo. I obviously got that just now. Non-lethal. Yeah, so as you can see, there's also non-lethal black powder ammo, which is extremely interesting to me because that means that you're going to be able to take people prisoner really, really easily. And that sounds super fun to me as well. So we might want to think about doing something with that. And as you can see, we also have a potential dagger. I'm thinking I kind of want to... You know what? I kind of want to do that. Even though it is worse in every single way. That is quite surprising. It does have good cutting damage, but that's pretty much it. This is better. As you can see right there. Yeah, this is better, but obviously it is much more expensive. There is no way I'm going to be able to do that. So I will instead just sell everything that I can here, and we'll probably try to upgrade our our stealth stuff a little bit later on, I suppose. I could buy some flax as well to sell at Varcheg. Do I want to do that? I'm not a terribly big fan of doing that, to be honest. I wouldn't mind getting a saddle horse as well, just purely because it's going to increase our cargo capacity. Let's go to Varcheg and sell some of that flax, despite the fact that I'm not really going to be doing that much trading, but I need to recover my HP anyway before I'm able to enter any fights. Alright, so we're not going to get that much for this. Obviously, this is a relatively, you know, low ticket trade, but 184, that's pretty nice. Look at that, 7 trade skill points. I mean, obviously, as I said, we're not really going for a significant trade build right now, but having any ability to get experience at this early point in the game, that's kind of what I want. You know, that's kind of the whole deal here. I don't really want to get in a battle with that patrol. Thank you. Okay, yeah, that's actually really, really useful. So these are Sea Raiders. This has the potential for some extreme gear. As you can see as well, look at my ammunition. We now have 4 bombs instead of just 2. I'm not entirely sure where I got the extra ammunition, but I'm assuming that because we started the battle on a horse, maybe. Nice damage. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. And I think I might be able to just solo these guys Yep. There you go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. And that's just purely because. That's just purely because we got these. Now, I was kind of hoping... yeah, no. Unfortunate. We did get some date fruit, which is kind of nice. Because obviously, if we have date fruit, it is going to provide us with a little bit of a higher ticket item, at least early on. Dates are kind of a delicacy, I suppose. Anyway, this... you need grain seeds. How many grain seeds do you need? I might be able to make this work.
Yours is not...
Do I care about this, though? 30 bushels. That's pretty cheap. That's actually pretty cheap. Yeah, yeah. Okay. We might be able to make this work. As you can see, Seordus is over there. Okay, so we're going to go over there real quick. Obviously, as you can see, we actually took significant damage from our own bombs. So we're going to have to do something about that. I think Nomadic Tradition is definitely what I'm going to take here as well. And I am going to be going for Medicine Skill here because we're going to need it. We are going to need that. We're going to need Preventive Medicine specifically because that will keep us healthy for us to be able to head into these battles over and over again and hopefully try to generate as much experience as possible. As you can see, we can actually purchase 30 bushels for really not very much. As you can see, very nice. Yeah, problematic situation though. I'm now over encumbered. Am I? Oh, I'm not actually trying. Yeah, no, it's fine. That's fine. There we go. And he's going to pay us 540 and I only spent 200 gold, which is extremely nice in my opinion. I mean, how can I say no, right? This is basically a no-brainer because I'm literally just making profit straight away. And this is exactly the reason why I was like, yeah, grain? Yes. Give me this. This is nice. This is a very, very nice way of going about it. Because we're going to get some very nice relation with him as well. And there you go. Look at that. Massive amounts of charm skill. And indeed, hopefully we will... Look at that. Nice amount of experience, which is going to enable us to level up just that much quicker. Now, the question is, do I want to go into this hideout and clear it out? Or do I want to go in versus these Sea Raiders? I think we're going to go in versus the Sea Raiders, of course. I think that's way too good of an opportunity to pass up. However, I could die extremely easily. This is because these Sea Raiders will most likely have some form of ranged attack. And if they don't, well, I'm not on a particularly fast horse. So I can very easily die here without... Yeah, wait a minute. Does that guy have a cannon? I can't see because of the sun. But he looks like he has something pretty large. Nice damage. Okay, I need to... You know, I need to get off my horse sometime so that I can level my athletic skill. Nice. Oh, not nice enough. Not nice enough. As you can see, the AoE explosion splash damage is pretty localized. As you can see, I have to be on point with the hit. Obviously, these are small, small groups of enemies. It's going to be a lot easier for us to deal with a small group of enemies like this than it will be to deal with a much larger army. Nice hit. Okay, I kind of need to level my crossbow skills some more as well, so I should probably be focusing on that much more than on my, throwing my bombs. Does this go through shields? It doesn't go through shields. Maybe muskets do. Okay. This is interesting. Oh no, it did. Never mind. It did go through shield, or at the very least, maybe I just hit him in the knee or something. I have no idea, but it did get us 4 crossbow skill, which is super, super nice. And indeed, I can take these guys prisoner. Okay, now we do get, some pretty decent gloves. Do we get... Yeah, no, we just get this. Okay. Flintlock pistol. I'm kind of wanting to get a companion, if at all possible. Yeah, well, the question is, I think I probably need to get my hands on some, probably a companion that can at least do one thing. So I'm thinking scouting is probably pretty good. I don't think I have any scouting skill at the moment. Bandit base. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Wow, we're getting very lucky right now. You don't have enough troops for this. Okay, how about now? Are you serious? I don't have enough troops. Come on, sir. You are joking. Okay, I have 24 out of 50 right now. Oh, no, this is gonna grind my gears like no one's business if we are unable to do this task. Because I know for a fact I will be able to do it. Well, do I know for a fact I'll be able to do it? Maybe not. It might not. It might not be doable, actually. I mean, it depends. But yeah, wait a minute. Is it gone now? No, no, no. It just disappeared because I was out of range. Okay, so let's have a look. Maybe he's going to allow me to do it now. Still not. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to get to tier 1. Okay, that's... Well, I can only hope that the quest is going to stick around. I'm going to try to find some really large looter parties, I guess. Alright, so here we go. This is going to be a battle against a band of mountain bandits as well as regular looters. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping for something like Sea Raiders or something like that, but yes, we are not getting particularly lucky with finding some Sea Raiders at the moment. I'm going to switch to my gun now because I feel like... Oh, I can't believe I missed. Yeah, I can. I can definitely believe that. There we go. We're going to just try and see if we can get a little bit of firearm skill here. We're going to need it. And you could see that obviously leveling up our crossbow skill is taking quite a bit longer than our throwing skill. Of course it is. But we're going to need it. A huge amount, in fact. So I'm going to try and see if I can get a couple of kills like that. I do have a number of musketeers in our party as well, and it would be very nice if I could level up some of the lower tier levies as well. There we go. Nice hit. Okay, so let's tell these guys to charge in, and should be fine. There we go. Yep, not too bad. All right, yeah, so as I said, I was actually trying to get into a much larger battle than this actually turned out to be. But they decided that they wanted to run in basically in opposite directions, and it made things kind of uncomfortable for us. So I wasn't really able to get them into the battle all together, which was obviously the main issue there. But we do get some decent-ish stuff, I suppose. As you can see, this is where we were, and this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get in against these guys. Oh, hello. There's two of you. Come on now. Okay, so I'm actually going to sell everything that we just got. Obviously, it's pretty low ticket loot, like I said before. However, what we can do here is we may, in fact, be able to get our hands. As you can see, we could buy some more black powder bombs if we wanted to, but as you can see, there is actually cannon ammo here. I don't think I actually have the ability to buy a hammer. Hammer? No. Buy a cannon just yet. I just saw a hammer, and I was like, yes, let's say hammer. But yes, there's also a star falchion here. This is one of the best, in my opinion at least, best early game swords that you can get, just purely because it has great weapon reach. And have you seen its damage? Have you seen its damage recently? Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, so generally I would highly recommend, if you're actually playing alongside me, maybe you are, maybe you're not, I don't know, but if you are, try to look out for a star falchion. It's really, really nice. Obviously, I would prefer something that's a little bit two-handed. You know, I'd like it two-handed in this situation. Unfortunately, we're not going to get particularly lucky with that at the moment. So we're going to have to continue to move on here, and going to just sell these. Oh, hello. We got this guy. Yeah. Hello. This guy's looking pretty nice. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking we're probably going to get him. He says, yeah, I'm going to join you. Yeah, I'm going to join you. Oh, escort merchant caravan. I highly doubt I'm going to be able to do that. Just purely because we are tier 0 still. What does this guy actually have? Does he have anything at all? No, he has a rusty iron saber. I will need to get him a pistol. I just sold one. You know what? I'm not going to buy him one. We're going to fight some bandits and I'll try to loot it. Alright, so I actually have this amazing battle here for us right now, and this is something that I was looking for the entire time, and it is a massive band of Sea Raiders. Oh yeah. This is hopefully going to result in some amazing gear, and hopefully we'll be able to, well, I mean, I'm moving really, really slowly, unfortunately, but yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to get some pretty decent level ups from this as well. Now, if I can just corral them a little bit here. Nice. Okay, kind of need something like that every single time. If we don't, we might have some problems. Nice. Okay, see, as you can see, I'm only doing 4. There's only 4 hits, right? Maybe 5. if we're lucky. Maybe 5 if we're lucky, and we might be able to... No, 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 no. Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful, careful, careful. Nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it. That's all I've got. I don't have anything more. And you can see we've only eliminated half of the enemy. Thankfully, my forces are actually not entirely bad right now. And I am leveling them up, as I said, into Pistoliers, because I personally think that they are going to be significantly better than our Musketeer counterparts. Just purely because they're going to have the opportunity for melee combat, and their melee combat skills are going to be a lot better. I'm going to tell everyone to charge. Going to try to push the advantage here. I'm going to try to eliminate that guy over there. And there's actually 2 of them. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see me dying in just a second. Maybe. No. No, I'm actually surprised. I didn't... Why didn't I reload? Am I an idiot? Yes. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, thankfully this guy doesn't really want to do... Wow. Okay, we only did 27 damage. Yeah, I must have hit him directly in the torso because his armor is actually pretty good, as you can see right there. So, no wonder. And there you go. There's the victory. Okay, yeah, we did a lot better than anticipated. Obviously, I am getting significant amounts of kills. But the thing is, this is the exact reason why we need to do this. Because what's going to happen is, later on, when we start facing vassals... You think I'm going to be able to go up there by myself and do what I'm doing right now and throw these bombs at these guys? No, no, no. They're going to just shoot me. They're just going to shoot me from very, very far away. The entire reason why I'm able to do this is because we're facing bandits. We're facing bandits. And look at this. We are now being rewarded handsomely for our efforts, because look at what we're getting. We're getting a wonderful vest over uniform here, and then a massive helmet increase. That is so nice. That is really, really good. Can I actually get my guy? Yes, I can get my guy some stuff as well. Ooh, this is a great upgrade for him too. He is absolutely overjoyed right now. He was wearing boots with 1 protection. he didn't even have any gloves to his name. Look at that. Alright, so here we go. This is where I'm actually not gonna... I think we're really, really close, by the way, to the next clan tier. So first of all, this is the final battle we're gonna have against some Sea Raiders for a while. I think maybe, I'm not sure. I might try to migrate over... I mean, I'm not entirely sure what's better to fight, to be honest, because at the moment, I feel like this is probably the greatest way that we can use to level up, gain loot and all that stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to try and level up my crossbow skill quite a bit here. Technically, obviously, it's firearm skill, but yeah, I'm going to try to do what I can here because I have been using the bombs quite a bit, and that is, of course, just because why not? You know, why not? It's fun, and it does level up my throwing skill. And I'm just going to tell these guys to charge in here. But generally, I feel like we do need to start using my firearm, my flintlock pistol, a whole bunch more. Because I need to level this skill up. I need to level it up quite badly, so... Ooh, okay, hit the shield. I want to get a cannon. I want to get my hands on a cannon. Yeah, that's not going to work. Maybe I can shoot his legs. Can I shoot his legs? Let me see. Or not, as the case may be, because he is apparently going to get absolutely massacred. Yeah, there we go. We stole the kill. That is exactly what we want to do. That is exactly what we want to do. Okay, so did I level up? Yes, there it is. There it is. Bear Tilt Clan Tier 1. That is amazing. That means that I can now start getting a whole bunch more troops. And we might even be able to do one of those hideout quests, because... as it stands right now, that's one of the things that it's kind of been really holding us back. Let's try and see if we can do it. Ah, there it is. There we go. Now we are able to do it. Okay, so yes, I will do this. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, so this is the hideout over there. We are going to have to wait until nighttime, though. Alright, so before we go in, I do need to level up a couple of our things. We're going to go with Sweeping Wind here, because despite the fact that I am actually using a gun on... Should I? You know what? Wait a minute. That's true. I am using a gun on horseback quite often. You know, I should probably get Sagittarius. I feel like, yeah, no, it's way too good for us to say no. However, saddlebags, this is another one of those things. Look at this, +2 ammunition for throwing weapons when you start a battle mounted. I mean, really, you can't say no to that if you're, you know, doing what I'm doing right here. Headshot damage with crossbows. I think we probably have to do that, despite the fact that I actually prefer, I think I prefer donkey swiftness, to be honest. I am a bit of a donkey, so let's just see. We'll go for sheriffs. We'll go with sheriff right there. And let me see. My medicine skill is leveling really, really slowly for some reason, but that's just how it's going to have to be. I will... Ooh, I don't even know what to do right now. I feel like I should probably level up my athletic skill. I think because I am good... Yeah, I guess so. I was kind of thinking about one-handed for a second there, because one-handed is going to... yeah, it's going to level up quite a bit in this. Too aware to be ambushed. Well, I mean, what? They literally just went to sleep after like 2 seconds. All right, so yeah, let us sneak in. This is going to be maybe a little bit dangerous because we're going in there with a bunch of levies, 11 levies, which I'm a little bit concerned about, but let's see what we can do. Okay, yeah, so they've actually removed the ability. The stealth difficulty is still... is on veteran, by the way. Obviously, as you saw at the very beginning, I chose Bannerlord difficulty. It automatically puts stealth to veteran, so, you know, the enemies in stealth gameplay are a lot more, should we say, aware. However, in this version of Bannerlord, 1.3.14, I believe I'm playing on, I mean, you see how much we can power level our athletics by doing this? Pretty crazy. But yeah, the fact is, when you're playing on this version of Bannerlord, it is going to make the stealth gameplay a lot easier, because as you can see, I can literally just hold down Alt and I can see where all the enemies are. When you have updated, I guess, to the most, you know, the most up-to-date version of Bannerlord, you will not have that functionality, at least on veteran. Maybe you will on a lower difficulty, potentially. I'm not sure whether they have changed the functionality of that at all, but that's what I've seen, where you can no longer press Alt to see where everyone is on the map, which I personally think is pretty cool. I quite like that, despite the fact that I am not a big fan. I'm not one of those people that really loves extremely difficult stealth sections where there are instant game over failure states. That's not my thing. I like the ability to adapt to a particular situation. So I like being, I don't know, I like being given the opportunity to kind of recover from a particular issue. So, for example, if you get discovered, I like being able to, you know, slip away after eliminating the threat, whoever has noticed you, and so on and so forth. That kind of thing is a lot more fun to me. I don't really like, you know, the whole, you get seen, it's game over, you know, sort of thing. Despite the fact that, yeah, sure, in the Bannerlord stealth sections, they do tend to have that kind of feeling, where if you do get seen, it is a little bit of a game over, but they do give you some time to recover from any potential mistake, which obviously is pretty good. Gonna go here. Careful. He didn't hear that scream. Yes, you heard it here first. Or maybe you didn't. Yes, maybe you didn't, because maybe you have the same kind of hearing as that guy. Well, who knows? I mean, I've been known to be, well, not very listenable, as it were. Aha! Yes, not very listenable. That's not a real term, is it? No, not a real term. It's more of a case of just being like absorbed. You know, generally I do tend to get absorbed in things. For example, absorbed in this bush. Look at this. I am literally waiting here. I'm surprised he cannot see me. I think they need to get some. They need to get some ophthalmologists in here, as well as some hearing specialists or something like that for these guys. It's really going to make a huge difference, isn't it? Okay, so wait a minute. Let's be a little bit careful. This might be a bit close. No, we made it. Okay, we made it. Now, I've actually been told, and this is something that I've never ever done before. Is he seeing me? What? How did he see me? I was in the bushes. Hey, you in the bushes? There's no way I can fail this, right? Whew, that was close. How did he see me? I was literally like this. Okay, well that guy, I don't even know. That guy was probably using some form of X-ray vision, or I don't even know what. There's nothing for me to say about that. That was absolutely ridiculous, but there you go. He managed to see me somehow when everyone else avoid. No. Oh dear. Is that guy going to investigate? No, they're not going to investigate. This is a little bit worrying, actually. Whoa. Wait a minute. What's he actually seeing? That guy is literally like... What is he? Is he Hawkeye? Is he... Oh, I don't even know. Is he Jeremy Renner? Maybe. Maybe he's the actor. I don't know. Yes, let's face it. He might be able to. Okay, no. Careful. Can I do this? No? I cannot? Well, we failed this. Yeah, we failed this. There's nothing I can do about this. I'm gonna just try to go... Yeah, just try to level up my one-handed some more. There we go. Level up that one-handed. I have no idea how these guys did this, but there you go. You have been... Yes, I know I've been compromised. Thank you very much. I know. Thank you. Okay, so, yeah, we're gonna... That was insane. Placing that campfire right there where everyone can see it, that is amazing. Well, I don't really care. I don't really care. I really don't. The main reason why I don't care is because we've leveled up so dramatically. I mean, look at this. My one-handed skills leveled up dramatically. We've got this really amazing amount of athletic skill as well. This is going to make a huge difference to us overall. I'm going to go for armor weight. I personally prefer moving a little bit quicker. And we're going to be going for no rest for the wicked there as well, just in case we do end up doing any raids. Now, what I am going to do is I will run through that stealth mission again until the very end, where we are able to get into the campfire and hopefully interact with it. I don't know why it's placed in such a weird position, but we'll give it a go. I am thinking I will go to Varchek just to rest up, though, because I'm at literally 7% HP. Alright, so what I actually did, I haven't restored myself just yet, but I will be in just a second, okay? So what I actually noticed that there is a firearms armory. Yes, there is an actual firearms armory, and this is exactly what I was looking for. Look at this. Look at this amazing two-handed. Literally, we can buy a two-handed axe for only 16,000. Well, 16,000 is quite, it's quite a significant amount, you know. I mean, I don't have that right now, so it's quite expensive. However, look at what we have. We have literal arquebuses. We have handguns with more damage, which is exactly what I was looking for. And we might even, look at this, I can even get a well-crafted flintlock pistol. We can get, this is where you get the hand cannons, of course. And then you also have these flintlock rifles, blunderbusses, expert. Look at that, expert used flintlock pistol. You even have some crazy stuff like the expert flintlock pistol for 200 piercing damage. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. And it's 20,000. It's only 20,000. I say only because it is quite expensive still, but this is exactly where you can get all of the new gear. And I personally think that these are amazing. Look at this. Look at this armor right here. Look at that. I need this. I need this really, really badly, actually. I need that super, super badly. Is there some way I can... Can I afford it? Can I afford it? There's no way, right? 463? No, I don't... There's no way I have enough. Okay, that is very sad. I don't have enough, but I'm hopeful that it will remain here until I'm ready to purchase it. But yeah, it's right here at the top of the menu, and I will rest up for a little bit of time, and then we'll go back into the Bandit hideout. How much time do we have left? We have 28 days. You know, it's actually really funny. I have just checked, and apparently these bandits that we've been defeating this entire time have actually really good upgrade paths. You are going to need Veteran's Respect, as you can see right here, to be able to upgrade them into these Veteran Warlords and stuff like that. I don't know whether you'll need it to level them up into Dominion Warlords, but maybe you do. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it because the icon is here instead of up here. So I'm assuming that that's going to be okay, which means I should get these guys and try to get them into my army. That is going to make a huge difference. Now, the thing is, we're going to have some issues with this. Passing by the slopes, well hidden for now. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to wait here for a little bit of time. And then hopefully I'll be able to go in once again. It is going to take me some time for them to recover, which is annoying. But it is my own fault, I guess, despite the fact that I personally believe that this campfire is in a really hard position to deal with. Oh, now what do we have here? Apparently the Southern Empire is offering us work as a mercenary. I'm going to say yes. I am going to say yes to that. That literally says, wow, that's actually an extremely efficient thing for us to go for, because we need the cash. We're having some issues actually making money at the moment. I mean, generally all of my conversions and stuff like that have now resulted in a daily wage of 162. And unfortunately, the Hideout quest is not going as swimmingly as I was hoping. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we'll probably go in for a battle against one of these mountain bandits here. See how much influence I'm actually able to get. I didn't think that I was going to be, becoming a vassal this early on, but I think it's pretty necessary, especially considering I'm actually about to run out of food. So that's not very good. Okay, so I'm going to see how much influence we can make by just facing some random party of mountain bandits. This is just a way for me to kind of generate a little bit of extra money, because we're going to need this. Otherwise, we're going to have issues. I don't really think I even have the ability to support my current army, which is obviously a bit of an issue. And indeed, I will want to level up some of my crossbow. Yeah, never mind. My forces should easily enough deal with these guys. Yeah, as you can see, that was very simple. But the question is, how much influence? 4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm actually quite surprised. But yeah, there you go. Okay, that's really nice. And indeed, we are now able to get some Dominion exiles. Once again, like I said, I think that being able to capture these guys and convert them to our side is going to be the key to generating a really strong army, at least early on. That's exactly the reason why I'm having so many issues with my money situation. So what I am going to do is I'm going to end this episode off here. And in the next one, if you want to see another one, do you want to see more? Do you want to see more? I'm perfectly happy to, because this is a lot of fun, as you can already tell, apart from that stealth section, but that's not the mod's fault. But yes, anyway, this is indeed, this is Blood and Smoke. This is Blood and Smoke. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. It's a very lightweight, really cool overhaul that adds gunpowder and all that crazy cool stuff. And yeah, play alongside me if you want. And if you want to see more, by all means, let me know. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time.